May I come in, sir?
Please come.
Namaste, sir. Namaste, sir.
Kalpesh, please
Namaste,
sit down
Thank you, sir.
and take a minute and quickly tell us about yourself.
Sir, my name is Kalpesh Kumar Sharma. I was born and brought up in Jalore district of Rajasthan, and I did my schooling from Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya in Jalore district, and then I took up a Bachelor of Technology in Mechanical Engineering from MNIT Jaipur, and then sir I did a private job for 2 years from 2015 to 17 with Hero MotoCorp as an assistant manager in supply chain, sir.
In supply chains?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
And recently, sir, in 2021 January, I have joined the Ministry of Defence as an assistant section officer, sir.
Okay. Tell me, supply chains. Yes? A lot of talk about making supply chains more resilient. Tell me, what is resilience? This term is now coming in a daily talk. Things should become more resilient. What is resilience?
Sir, resilience in general terms can be said to be the ability to handle any stressful situation, sir.
All right, to handle stress.
Yes, sir.
Now, what kind of stress did we see in the supply chains?
Sir, presently in the COVID pandemic era, the international travel or the international cargo flights are also not that much
So they were disrupted.
Yes, sir.
So as a result, the supply chains were not so resilient.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now tell me, looking into the future, if I give you a glass ball, can you just please see through this and tell me, today we are facing COVID disruption. What kind of potential disruptions the global supply chains could face? Now COVID is out. Don't put COVID again, right? What kind of challenges you see to the supply chains?
Sir, first of all, can be the climate change, sir.
Climate change could result in disruption. How would it disrupt supply chains?
Sir, it can disrupt because of the warmer seas.
And warmer seas will not allow the ships to go?
Sir, there will be the increase in the sea level rise and erratic weather will be...
your ports may be affected by that.
Yes, sir.
But then it can open new sites for ports because then the draft will increase.
Right, sir.
So you can have more sites,
sir,
better depth without dredging. Can it open new routes for shipping?
Yes, sir. It can open.
Which route are you looking at?
In the polar area, sir, particularly in north.
Now, in the polar area, when the new routes are opening, there is also a geopolitical controversy emerging. What is that controversy?
Sir, that controversy is regarding the China controlling that particular way.
China?
China and Russia, sir.
China and Russia. What is the problem there? If they say this is a territorial sea, then they are governed by unclosed provisions. Where is the problem?
Sir, because the China is not that much following the unclosed provisions, sir. As also we have seen in the PCA verdict.
All right. I saw very interesting news here in this newspaper.
Yes.
It says some American laboratory has succeeded in some experimentation on nuclear fusion. What is nuclear fusion?
Sir, nuclear fusion is the fusion of two different atoms and they come together and
two different atoms, meaning iron and copper will fuse.
Sir, two hydrogen atoms and they are separate
from
atoms.
The same species.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes.
They fuse. And what happens when they fuse?
And when they diffuse, they release a lot of energy, sir.
Why do they release a lot of energy?
Sir,
what happens?
I am sorry, sir. I am not able to get into the exact reason of this.
Can you give me some natural example of successful fusion?
Yes, sir. Our sun is the best example for the nuclear fusion, sir.
For the nuclear fusion. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Just a couple of days back, I was watching TV. My 18-year-old nephew was sitting with me. There was a news item of appointment or recommendation of names of judges for the Supreme Court. He is a first-year student of law. He asked me the question how to become a Supreme Court judge. Guide him. How to become a Supreme Court judge.
Sir, to become a Supreme Court judge, the Constitution provides certain essential conditions, sir. That is, one should be at least, one can be at least 10 years of lawyer at the district judge.
Okay.
Or he can be a 5 years judge in the High Court.
Okay. Okay.
So, and for becoming a High Court judge, at least 7 years
Good.
of.
Now, there were 9 names of 9 judges coming. 8 were from the judicial background, 1 was a lawyer. So,
Yes.
the debate was there, why only 1 lawyer and 1 from judiciary? What do you think? There should be more lawyers, or there should be only judges becoming Supreme Court judges?
Sir, I think there should be more lawyers, because
Why?
the lawyers have, sir, the both side of aspects. They could very well.
No, they'll only one side of the aspect. They have never been judges in their life. Actually, judges have both sides. The High Court judges mostly have been lawyers in the beginning. It's the other way around. Think over it again.
Sir, I think lawyers should be there, sir, because they have.
I again have an objection to that. For example, if you get selected in IAS, you will one day become secretary. Would
Yes.
you like the idea that of lateral induction of at the secretary level straight away without having worked down earlier? Would you like that idea in government?
Sir,
Supreme Court judge is like a secretary.
Sir, as the governance is evolving day by day, sir, we need fresh ideas, sir, and it is applicable to judiciary also, sir.
So you want to say that the government can straight away appoint secretaries from the private sector? Okay, because lawyer is like private sector. Is it okay that instead of IAS some 30% reservation for private sector people becoming secretary? Is it okay?
Sir,
Fresh ideas will come.
yes, sir, I think that's
a good idea.
That is a good idea, sir, with
Okay.
certain conditions, sir, like they should be given the proper training.
There are no conditions here in judiciary. They also need training. No?
Sir,
Anyway, just one more question. Next month again we will have Indian Premier League, IPL cricket. So far in 13 years, what has been the contribution of IPL to cricket all over the world? Just bullet point answers.
yes, sir, IPL has brought the ground level players up to the means at the national level, sir, and they have given marketing to all these players, and from various from India and also from the abroad, sir. Secondly, sir, I would say the regular cricketing season is there. Means every year it is happening and there is no disruption, sir. So these are 2 points
That's all.
which I can see, sir.
I thought there is something more. Test cricket has improved because of this. No? In what way it has improved? Test matches have becoming more and more interesting now.
Yes, sir, I
No
agree,
idea.
sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Assistant Section Officer,
Yes, sir.
Minister of Defence.
Yes, sir.
So, who is Defence Secretary currently?
Sir, Mr. Ajay Kumar is the present Defence Secretary.
So, in some ministries, their retirement age is 62, and in some ministries it is not. Which are those ministries?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware about this, sir. I am
So,
sorry.
when did you join?
Sir, I had joined in January 2021, sir.
Okay, you must have that for example, Foreign Secretary, Finance Secretary.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, there is in Parliament Select Committee. What is the role of Select Committee?
Sir, select committees scrutinize the bills and any other resolutions that are laid down in the Parliament, sir.
So why? But when it is matter is referred for Select Committee.
Sir, it can be referred by the members of the Parliament through voting, sir.
Oh, any controversial issue.
Yes, sir. On a
Any important issue you remember that was given to Select Committee?
Sir, the personal data protection bill was referred to the select committee of the Parliament, sir.
Good or any?
And sir, transgenders persons rights protection of rights bill, sir, that was also referred to select committee, sir.
Okay. Recently, good development that Collegium has recommended 3 women.
Yes, sir.
Are you sure? Can you name? Can you remember?
Sir,
Or the area they have been picked up?
yes, sir. One is Justice 𝐊𝐵 and
From where it has been?
sir, she is from Karnataka High Court, sir. She is Chief Justice of Karnataka High Court, sir.
Okay.
And sir, another is Justice B.V. Ramanathan, sir, if I am able to.
One is projected to be the Supreme Court Chief Justice in future.
Yes.
Okay. You are saying that you see films on social issues.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me some film which does not have social issues?
Sir, like sci-fi movies which are based on the some means advanced technologies, they may not have that much social.
That is also part of the society. That's also
Yes,
social
sir.
issue. Anyway, so social issues film you like.
Yes, sir.
Can you?
Sorry, sir.
The film you like on the basis of social issues.
Okay, sir. I have liked the movie Article 15 and a movie Thappad, which was based on domestic violence, and one Tamil movie I have liked.
Thappad as well as Article 15. The director was the same or story writer was the same? Whose story it is? Thappad?
Sir, sorry, sir. I am not able to recall the
And
story
for
writer name.
Article 15. Director
So director is Sri Anubhav Sinha,
Sinha.
sir. Yes, sir.
or Thappad?
Thappad, sir. I think the same director is
Same
there, sir.
director. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Kalpesh, how the Finance Commission has addressed regional disparity or disparity among the states? How it has been addressed in their criteria?
Sir, Finance Commission has given different proportion to the different parameters. Like,
Okay.
sir, income disparity is there among the states, so they have given 45% weightage to this, sir.
Okay,
And there is effort, the tax effort is also taken care of by 2.5% weightage is given to this. And
Okay.
also, sir, forest cover is also taken care of.
Okay.
Sir, it is around 10% of the weightage is given.
anything on demography?
Yes, sir. On the demography also they have taken, sir. 12.5% of the weightage is given to
Is
demography.
given that. In its devolution, what are the major devolution or grant they have given? And what is the uniqueness of such grant giving award?
Sir, presently they have given grants to the local bodies also, sir. Local bodies.
Local body is one area,
Yes, sir.
but how the grants have been given? Have they given preference to certain sectors also, or sectoral grants are there apart from the devolution revenue grant, deficit grant?
Yes, sir. There is certain specifications like
Okay.
discoms, sir.
Okay. Now your mother is A&M.
Yes,
no?
sir.
During COVID and particularly wave 2, the failure of health sector came to the fore, more so in the rural area and also in the urban area. What, according to you, is the major problem? Is it only money? Because money will ask for more money. If we give more money, then the inequality also increases. So health sector suffers from inequality and perpetuate inequality if we leave it to the private sector, whereas government sector is not performing. What is your view? What is your finding in this?
Sir, I think on the aspect of this policy making in the government, sir, there is lot of focus on the rural area and the primary health care.
It is there a lot of focus, but focus is lost when it comes to performance. Okay, performance is that there are no doctors, there are no, even A&Ms are not attending many of the sub-centers. Okay. In my village, I found all 3 sub-centers were not functioning, and I had to intervene or request. Even then, it has not improved. So, what is your response? How would you address this inequality or this health sector mess which has been created? What is the problem?
Sir, should I address the means?
You say anything. I just want solution by.
Okay, sir. Sir, to address this problem in the health sector, there are multiple steps that can be taken, sir. One of them is to make the Gram Sabhas accountable, or to give the Gram Sabhas power to monitor these health administration in village areas.
Okay.
Secondly, sir, the social audit can also be done, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thirdly, sir, the incentives should be given to the doctors, or some mandatory period of service should be made for them, that 2 years, for 2 years they should serve in rural areas.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And also, sir, for A&M, sir, there can be more incentives can be given in
For
terms of assistants and other stuff, like now ASA has been there,
Asha
sir.
has been there. Okay.
So these are
Right.
few steps, sir, which can be taken.
Okay, very nice. Now, how do you rate the conditions of tribal in the country? Compare the, say, per capita income vis-a-vis general category or OBC if you know the data, or compare the health indicators or nutrition indicators. Somewhere show us how do you compare the conditions of tribal in the country.
Sir, unfortunately, sir, our tribal brothers and sisters are not that much developed in particularly socio-economic indicators, sir. Like if I talk about the literacy, then they have literacy of 60%.
No, first you divide the tribals in geographical thing, because Mizoram is again tribal, but they are very high.
Yes, sir.
So can you tell us this differential? I mean, when we try to say tribal, it is also not monolith. It is also differentiated. Can you tell us
Yes, sir.
something about that?
Our tribal population in the northeast, they are very much developed because of the British interventions, and the central Indian tribes are not that much developed,
Peninsular.
sir. And
Okay.
and also, sir, Andaman Nicobar tribes, they have certain issues regarding, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Yes, yes, sir.
What do you understand by forensic anthropology?
Sir, forensic anthropology is the use of the anthropological principles to investigate certain crimes or helping in the.
Can you give me an example?
Yes, sir. One of them is the DNA fingerprinting, sir. If certain means rape is happened.
No, DNA is coming into anthropology, DNA is going into genetics.
Yes, sir.
So what is the pure anthropological forensic science which can be of some use? DNA is something which everybody will claim.
Sir, then I would say the reconstruction of the faces of certain people who have been killed, sir,
Okay.
or burned, or their bodies have been badly burned. So by reconstruction, we can identify their race, that from which race were they, and what was his or her height, and what was her.
What is this heel ball index?
I am sorry.
Have you
Sir.
heard about Mr. Keval Krishna?
Sorry, sir, I have not heard about
Okay.
it.
Tell me, what is this importance of this Senior Citizens Day? And is there any legal provision for senior citizens? If yes, what are they?
Yes, sir, there are many legal provisions, sir. Like Maintenance of Senior Citizens Act is there, sir, from 2007.
What does it say?
Sir, it mandates the children of a senior citizen to maintain their parents and do not discard them or do not dispel them from their houses, sir. So these are the provisions, sir.
Why this act was required? My last question. Our old tradition has always been that you take care of the senior citizens, elders in the family. So why this act is needed? Why it has not by way of tradition or?
Yes, sir. It has been our tradition for the centuries, sir, to take care of our parents and elderly people. However, unfortunately, sir, we have seen in recent times that the individualistic tendencies have come,
you.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Good. Yes. Your interview is over.
Yes. Thank you.
How do you assess yourself?
I think, sir, it was average, sir.
Average? Why average?
Sir, means I could answer, sir, all of the questions, means most of the questions, sir. On certain aspects, sir asked about Mr. Krishna. So I could not answer those.
No problem. I think you did fairly well. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Your interview is on 27th.
Yes, sir.
Few days
Yes.
left. Okay. So not to worry, you did well.
Okay, sir.
Yeah?
Thank you, sir.
I would not say just average or below average. You did well.
Thank you, sir.
Show the same amount of confidence in yourself, right?
Okay, sir.
Concentrate on the news for the next 4 days, right?
Okay, sir.
Read them carefully and understand them carefully.
Yes, sir.
Because most of the questions will either come from your own background or the news of say last 3-4 days.
Okay,
Yeah,
sir.
because board members come read newspaper, try to frame questions from there.
Okay.
Pay attention to this. Go confidently. Okay,
Okay, sir.
not to worry. Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good. You want to ask anything?
No, sir. Thank you, sir. I
Good.
just wanted to ask whether tie is
It's
good.
very good.
Okay, sir.
Everything is good. Yeah.
After every members, don't thank them individually. है ना?
Okay, sir.
No need to.
No need. And also please.
And also namaste.
हाँ
Yes.
थोड़ा सा वो पता है क्या देखा जाएगा कि तुम उसको
मीडियम है या
नो नॉट ओनली दैट यू आर डेलिबरेटली डूइंग इट
हाँ।
बिकॉज यू थिंक आजकल जो हवा चल रही है वो नमस्ते की चल रही है आपने ट्राइबल्स के लिए क्या ब्रदर्स एंड सिस्टर्स फॉर गॉड सेक डोंट एग्जैजरेट
Okay.
ओके
तो और सबको इंडिविजुअली नहीं है
हमारे ट्राइबल ब्रदर्स एंड सिस्टर्स
हाँ वो सब
Oh,
ये
for
क्या
God's
है ये पॉलिटिकल लैंग्वेज नहीं
It
लाना है
gives an idea
Yes.
that you are trying to be politically.
यस यू आर ट्राइंग टू गिव एन इंप्रेशन हवा के अनुसार ठीक है
अच्छा आपसे
Okay, sir.
क्वेश्चन पूछा
हाँ।
गया कि भाई आप डिस्पैरिटी और ये इसको इंडिकेटर बताइए जनरल ओबीसी कंपैरिजन इंडिकेटर बेस्ड सो उसमें डेटा नहीं आया आपने ट्राइबल ब्रदर्स एंड सिस्टर्स
ठीक है ना?
कहा सब कुछ अच्छा बोले तो यू हैव टू कम विद सम फैक्ट्स इम्प्रेगनेट योर आंसर विद सम फैक्ट्स ओके
Okay, sir.
अ गुड कैंडिडेट राइट एंजॉय योरसेल्फ
इस समय जो
Yeah.
आपके पास जो दिया हुआ काम है ना कौन सा काम है?
मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ डिफेंस में
हाँ
RTI के रिगार्डिंग है सर.
आरटीआई
Yes, sir.
हाँ,
RTI
तो
बस।
पिछले दिनों कौन कौन सी आरटीआई
यस
राफेल जो
Yes.
काम डील कर रहे हैं समटाइम्स इट में भी फोकस एक्सक्लूसिवली ऑन
और आरटीआई में एग्जाम्पशंस हैं किन्हीं मिनिस्ट्रीज की कौन सी मिनिस्ट्रीज हैं कौन सी
है।
ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं
Okay,
क्यों
sir.
हैं एग्जाम्पशन जस्टिफाइड है कि नहीं जस्टिफाइड है
अमेंडमेंट्स क्या है
पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज में आरटीआई लगना चाहिए कि नहीं लगना चाहिए
Okay, sir.
तो थोड़ा
उस पे कर
बट यू आर गुड कैंडिडेट
ठीक है।
ओके
और मुझे
Sir.
लगा थोड़ा साउंड और वॉल्यूम
हाँ।
कम होना चाहिए
थोड़ा सा
नहीं, ठीक
कम
है,
हो
वो
सकता है बट लेकिन वही वाली बात है मास्क
छोटा रूम रहेगा
हाँ,
तो volume
ज्यादा
थोड़ा कम
modulate
कर
कर
लीजिएगा
थोड़ा सा।
अदरवाइज
ठीक है।
केवल कृष्णा इज लीडिंग एंथ्रोपोलॉजिस्ट फ्रॉम इंडिया पढ़ लेना
Okay, thank you, sir.
चंडीगढ़।
But-
ओके गुड लक टू यू
Okay, sir.
शुभकामनाएं।